Hi, I am Professor Suhas Tambulkar and welcome students to our Unit 1 of subjects Design of Machine Element. So, in the previous sessions, we have covered the machine design, standards and codes in the design, factor of safety, service factor. Also, we have covered the preferred numbers used in the designing process. In continuation to that, we will now see the introduction to the cotter joint and its design. Basically, the cotter joint is used to connect two rods subjected to axial tensile or compressive loads and not suitable to connect rotating shaft with transmitting torque. In other words, a cotter joint is a temporary fastener used to connect two axial or two coaxial rods or bars which are subjected to tensile or compressive force. The axis of the rods to be joined should be collinear. There is no relative angular movement between the rods. A cotter joint is used to transmit axial force only and not the torque. The cotter joint is widely used to connect the piston rod and crosshead of a steam engine. So, in the next slide, we will see in detail the cotter joint. Here, the cotter joint mainly consists of three components, that is socket, cotter and spigot. The end of one rod is formed into a socket and the end of other rod is formed into a spigot as shown in the below figure. A cotter is a wedge shaped piece of rectangular cross section which is inserted in the rectangular slots made in the socket and the spigot. So, it is shown in the below figure a cotter pin having a rectangular shape. We have also seen the width of the cotter is tapered from one end to the other end because it helps easy removal of the cotter pin from the slot, and due to wedge action it becomes tight and ensures tightness of the joint. The advantages of cotter joint is a very high tightening force due to wedge action prevents loosening of the parts, and the cotter joint is simple to design and manufacture, and a cotter joint is easy to assemble and disassemble. Some of the applications of cotter joint is the connection of piston rod to crosshead of reciprocating steam engine, connection between valve rod and its steam, Lewis foundation bolt and other foundation bolts, and piston rod to tail end rod in air pump. So, now we will move forward with the design of cotter joint. Then next slide. Before that, we will see some of the basic terminology in the design of the cotter joint. So, in this figure, we can see a spigot, a cotter pin inserted in the slot of socket and spigot. The socket is to the left side, spigot is to the right side, and a cotter pin is inserted into the slot. So, the P is shown is axial tensile force on the rods. D is the diameter of the rods. D1 is diameter of spigot or inner diameter of socket. D2 is diameter of spigot collar. We have seen it is in the right side of the figure. D1 is outside diameter of socket, while D2 is diameter of socket collar as shown in the figure. B is the mean width of collar in mm. T is the thickness of cotter. T1 is thickness of spigot collar in mm. A is the distance from end of slot to the end of spigot. So here at the lower side we can see the distance A. And finally C is the thickness of socket collar beyond the slot in mm. So while designing of the cotter joint, these terminologies will be useful for calculating the different stresses induced at different sections of the cotter joint. So the design of cotter joint we will see in the next session with some of the examples solved with the design. Thank you.